There, how's that? Okay. There, how's that? Sounds like I got my audio on, so I just wasted what? 22 minutes. There, how's that? Sounds like I got my audio. Okay. Don't know what that problem was, but I really apologize, guys. What a waste of time. Okay. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks a lot for hanging in there. I'm so glad I went and looked at this before I completely finished. Now I need to start over again. All right. Jeez Louise. I can't believe it. Anybody who looks at this broadcast later on has got to skip through for the first 22 minutes. I'll try to put that in my post below in the description because I hate to waste time. So anyway, guys, what I've been talking about is redeeming our cookie rewards into Kringle coins. Okay. Cookie rewards is obviously a promotion that admin, the creator of our coin, has given us to help distribute the wealth amongst all of us. That's the basic part of it. That's the basic reason for it. So obviously, when we started our coin 2 years ago, people got it very, very cheap, right? The first people that came in. There was only 171 when we got started. Those people were like-minded. They understood our mission of eliminating global financial poverty. They were on board. And from that point on, people had to buy their coins from them only because admin wouldn't sell anymore. But admin did start giving it away, okay, last year. Right after their first year anniversary. Okay, and I got involved just a couple of weeks before that. So they actually let me have the gift at that point too. They just gave it to all of us. And they didn't charge anything for it. So we were able to go out and just give that gift away of Kringles, which rose in value because of our algorithm. And a lot of people who didn't understand cryptocurrency that well, but they'd heard about Bitcoin, they'd heard about cryptocurrency. And so when they were offered the gift, they said, yeah, we'll take it if it's free. But the point was, because they had to spend nothing, they didn't take it seriously. At least that's the way it seemed. They didn't take the time to go back into the main website and educate themselves and learn about it, okay? They didn't tell anybody, their friends and family, about it because they just didn't understand it or know really what it stood or what its potential was. In this particular coin, the Billion coin, the potential is the elimination of poverty, financial poverty worldwide. There's no other coin that's capable of doing that, especially if it's on a market, which all of the coins are on a market except ours. Okay, so we do have and have kept a small amount of centralization so that we can control the growth and the wealth distribution of our coin so that the rich cannot come in with their money and buy up all the coin. And then, you know, they call it a pump and dump when it's on a market. They pump up the price, people come in, they sell, which is called a dump. People panic, they sell. Those coins get back in the system. The rich buy it up at a low price, and they get more of your coins. And they do this over and over and over again. Okay, right now, well, I won't go into that. Well, maybe I will because it doesn't matter anymore. I've already wasted 22 minutes. And that is that Bitcoin, if you've been watching it, okay, it's gone down this year from a high of almost 20,000 in December per coin to the lowest, I think it was below 5,000. Okay. And then it went back up, but just slowly. Okay. And right now it went back up to about 9,000 a week ago or so. And now it's come down and it's at, I think today it's at $7,100, right around there. Okay. So I know how the pump and dump works, but I've also been watching a few other things that have been happening with cryptocurrency and politics. Okay. Because I can't ignore either of those. They go together. Money and politics go together. Okay, so it's not just the central bankers that have control. It's how things are working in the world overall that can affect a real money. Okay, it can affect the prices of a real asset, whether it's oil, land, or whether it's gold, silver, precious stones, okay, or cryptocurrency. And so I see the price, even though it's in a bear market right now, going down. I don't see that lasting for very much longer. That's just me, okay? In fact, right now I'd be tempted to go buy some. I wouldn't buy a whole lot, but I'd be tempted to buy some, okay? And if it went down below 7,000, I'd buy a little bit more. If it went down below 6,500, then I'd buy as much as I could, okay? Because I don't see it going down below 5,000, okay, or below 6,000. I mean, it could, but the point is, I'm safe at all of those levels because the price is going to start to go up, and whether the central bankers are doing it or whether it's these other things that are happening in the world that I see, I don't trade, I don't play games, okay, I don't use the market as a casino. I buy it when it's at a price that I have faith in, and then I just keep it in my wallet, and I watch it go up every year. Okay, so the Billion coin, we don't have to fool with that because the Billion coin, you buy it or you have it, and it goes up in value every day because it's built on an algorithm, okay, that is based on people. A person joins, and they pay their $10 admin fee to get their back office and their lifetime wallet. They get $2,000, which is what it's worth today, in Kringles, free. Actually, they get cookies. They get it in cookies, okay, which is not real coin, but it's a point system. And then they redeem those cookies during a redemption month like May, like right now. And there's like 4 days left if you live in the United States. If you live in the Philippines, there's 3 days left, okay? But anyway, to redeem those cookie rewards. And right now we are also migrating over to a brand new, very, very high tech blockchain platform. We call it 2.0. As far as we know, we're the only ones that have done that or are going to be on a system like that. We are going to be the first anyway. All right, so it's going to be a game changer because of how fast it speeds up the transaction. It will speed it up to the same as Visa and MasterCard, which is averaging 2,000 transactions per minute. Or is it per second? I think it's 2,000 per minute. No, I'm sorry. It is 2,000 per second. So if it's 2,000 per second, that would be 120,000 transactions per minute, okay? Whereas Bitcoin and the others that are on the 1.0 blockchain platform can average, and this isn't an average, they could do more, a little bit more when they need to, but they're averaging around 600-700 transactions per minute, okay? 600 and 700 transactions per minute when Visa and MasterCard could do 120,000. You see, so we, with our new 2.0, are going to be right there with Visa and MasterCard. So it will be a game changer. And since we're migrating everything over, we've been able to do a few other real cool things that just make us better. I mean, that's all we've been doing for 2 years is getting better and stronger towards reaching our goal. But anyway, we have this cookie reward that came out to help balance the wealth and distribute it among all of us, so that the rich can't come in and buy what they want and leave just scraps for the rest of us. So being as our coin is the most expensive coin because we base it on the value of gold, each person that comes in is worth 1 grain of gold. It raises the price of our coin, the Billion coin, by 1 grain of gold per person that joins. So if 5,000 people join in a day, it raises it up by 5,000 grains of gold, which would be, a grain of gold is worth today $2.80. So what would that be? About 12,000, no, about 18. I can't even think today. Anyway, it would be, over $10,000 if in price valued, if 5,000 people joined that day. And that's what we're doing, at least 5,000. We're doing more than that. But anyway, and we're going to see growth just explode, okay, after we've migrated, and even during the migration, which will last till July 31st on this new platform. But being as a month is a redemption period, and we have them every 5 months, so we'll have another one in November. If you have cookies, need to get those, push that button and get those cookies redeemed before you migrate over to the new blockchain. It will make it very, very simple that way. Okay. Hang on a second, something popped up here. Okay. If you are brand new watching this, okay, you have a couple of days that you can take advantage by signing up, registering, okay, and all that's needed is a name and a real email address, because you will get at least 2 emails that will have confirmation links inside them that you have to click on in order to set up the back office, yours, and set up your wallet. Okay. Now with the back office, you'll go back and it will give you 10 questions to answer. Okay. And those 10 questions are basically our mission statement, and they have a true or false answer. If you get it false, then it will just tell you got it false. Go back and read it again and do it again. And it's designed basically to let us know if you're like-minded. You know, if you stand for getting rid of global poverty, financial poverty. And so, it's basically for people that are unselfish, people that it kills them to see the horrors of poverty out there in the world. It kills them to understand that this is being caused by some evil people, a few evil, very wealthy people that control the entire monetary system of the world, or have, but they're losing that control. Because of the blockchain platform and a lot of other technology, they're at a point where it's time for them to go, and we can actually get rid of them. Okay. And you see the world doing that with the US dollar, because it's not our dollar, it's the private banking's dollar, it's the Federal Reserve dollar. It says right on their Federal Reserve note. Now, before I get into all that and lose my mind in going in another direction, let me stick with the cookie rewards, okay? If you come in now, you can get those 2 emails, and you'll go through the 10 questions, and you'll either not agree with our mission statement, and you won't spend a dime. You won't spend $10, because that's what we're charging, $10 for an annual fee for your back office, which is your own personal site. We'll give you everything you need, okay, to give the gift out free, not out of your wallet, but out of admin's wallet. Admin is the only one that gives the coins away free. Okay, otherwise it would be discounting the coin, which would destroy the coin. Okay, so, and it also includes a lifetime wallet with no transaction fees ever. So we decided to charge that just to see if that helped people take it a little more seriously, because we need people to open their mouths and tell their friends and family about it. If everyone did that, we would be at 1 billion people just like that, because we have 3.2 million right now after 2 years. Okay, we are trying, and currently our motivation is to bring in to create 1 million billionaires. Okay, so we have got to get at least one full coin into the hands of 1 million people. Even though we have 3 million members, we don't have 1 million of them that have a full coin. Okay, why? Well, because our coin is now worth over $9 million and continuing to go up until it gets to 2.8 billion, right? It's the most expensive coin. Very few can afford it. But because of the cookie rewards promotion, we have leverage like you've never seen it before. So if you're new, you can actually come in, register, fill out your 10 questions. If you're like-minded, you're going to want to spend your $10, okay? And admin takes Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, okay? So it makes it pretty simple. There's very easy ways to get that done. We have people that will help you do it. You can actually buy those cryptos from them using PayPal or something, okay? You can even do it with me, okay? So then when you've done that, if you want a real leverage, the first leverage is $10 for $2,000 when you think about it, okay? But the real leverage is if you purchase an additional, or not an additional, but if you actually make a purchase of Kringles for $100, for at least $100, to any one of us that are doing these broadcasts or any member of our community that is a trusted seller, they will sell you $100 of Kringles at that price of that day, okay, for the next 3 days. Okay, they'll sell it to you. Once that blockchain validates it on both ends, then the admin will deposit 1 million cookie reward points into your back office. And then all you gotta do is push that button that says redeem if we're still in the month of May, and it will disappear, and in 1 million Kringles will end up, those are real coins, in your wallet. 1 million Kringles on our system, as we drop the last 2 zeros, is worth 1 full billion coin. Currently worth over $9 million US, and will go up in price if gold remains the same as it is today to $2.8 billion for that one coin. It will make you a multi-billionaire, $100. If you've got $100 laying around and you believed in this, even if you didn't have it laying around and you actually believed because you went to the site and you read everything and you said, good grief, you'd go out and find some way to get $100. You'd sell something, okay, because you believe. It takes belief. And then again, what is $100? That's not much to risk, right? So he's made it as easy as possible to get people serious, but to give them the leverage that they can become a billionaire with $100. And when they see that, they'll spread the word. Okay, and then people will always be able to get that and then redeem it this coming November for the entire month. Okay, if you spend $200, you get 2 full coins. You spend $1,000, you buy $1,000 from one of us, you get 10 coins. Basically, you're buying 10 coins worth, if it stays the price today, gold, each of those coins will be worth $2.8 billion. Okay, so you'll have $28 billion if you spend $1,000. Okay, that's your risk. That's the only risk there is. Okay, and that's up to you if you want to. Now, you've got plenty of time to figure that out, but if you've got 3 days here and you're thinking, geez, I'd really like to see this happen. I'd really like to come in right now and purchase and get registered, because it only takes a few minutes to get registered, and then make a deal with one of us by looking at the information below our videos. And you can check out any video you want, because there's at least 30 of us doing videos every day. And you can go to the Billion Coined On info, our main site, and there'll be a tab called Broadcasts. Just click on that tab and you'll see who's live. But even if there's nobody live at the moment you check, you can go click on any of those links that have already gone past the time that you happen to be on there, and they will be on their YouTube channel, and you can watch. I highly recommend. There's so many good people doing videos. It's hard to recommend anybody in particular. Our broadcasters are top of the line. Okay, so you'll get good information and you'll see it, and you can choose who you want to buy your coins from, your Kringles from. Okay, if that's what you want to do in the next 3 days. Okay, so anyway, that's basically what this video was all about, is the fact that we are now closing out our second redemption month. And this is what you need to do. We're also migrating at the same time to a new blockchain platform 2.0 super fast. So our growth is going to tremendously build, which will continue to raise that value of our coin up until it hits its maximum. Okay, which it should be done within a couple of years, 24 months, 36 months at the most. You know how fast that will go by? So anyway, people, we are not just an option to protect your fiat currency wealth. We are a solution to all the problems in the world that have to do with lack, that have to do with that system that has enslaved the world and made the people unbelievably poor and created war and chaos and stripped these people's countries' land of all their resources and left them just, you see it if you go look for it. Okay, the corporate media doesn't show it very often, but I've got a couple of videos that will show you what lack does, how it affects women who are trying to work and support their children in America. We've got a Diane Sawyer's 2020 video down there that is unbelievable. And if everybody had money, that would never be happening. If everybody was abundant, and we are an abundance coin because we never go down in value, and we have enough to have every single man, woman, and child on this earth living in full abundance, never having to worry about anything when it comes to money. That's what we're all about. Everybody on this planet should be a member of this. But you know how it is. People are people. And they're not all like-minded. It's just like I say every day, there's only 2,200, a little over 2,200 billionaires in the world today. They're the ones with all the money. While 7.5 billion people are not billionaires. Okay? And they're trying to live on the smaller part of the wealth that's left in the world, while that 1 to 0.5% of the population, which could be as small as 37 million people out of 7.5 billion, are living the high life. 37 million out of 7.5 billion who are trying to live on what they've left over for us. Okay, it's sickening. Watch the video, that little YouTube one. It's just 2 minutes, and it shows you what's going on in Puerto Rico right now and how they still don't have electricity. Okay, if that doesn't affect you, I don't know what will, but that's okay. You know, if it affects you, that's good. You're going to want to belong to our community because we're going to eliminate that. We can't eliminate natural disasters, but we can eliminate that stupid old-fashioned grid, electric grid that never should have happened in the first place, because the universe is made out of electricity. And Nikola Tesla was going to give us wireless electricity back in the 30s before the central bankers took all his grant money away and took his technology away, because they weren't going to lose all the money they were making off the entire wired system. They had wired the world by that point. Okay, imagine all that. All those electrical poles, the electrical grid, the wires across the ocean, everything, so that they can hook it up to your house with a meter and charge you for energy that should be free. And they've done it with everything. Okay? And we're just so used to it, we just believe that that's the way it has to be. Well, you know, people have their jobs working doing that. Well, people used to have jobs making beta, you know, cassettes before VHS came out. What happened to them? Well, they just started making VHS tapes. Okay. I mean, there's always something for somebody to do. Technology doesn't destroy anything unless there's evil people using it for evil things. But God gives us technology so that we can improve things. And there's got to be good and evil, right? Otherwise, we don't know either one. So our coin is a coin you want to be a part of. So you've got 3 days left. You want to get some cookie rewards and exchange them, redeem them for real Kringle coins, a massive amount. You can just come in for $10 and you'll get your free gift. It's already worth $2,000 and will go up in price to probably, when it maxes out, close to $1 million. Okay. Or you can actually spend an extra $100 and get a full coin. If you can at least do that, what do you have to lose? $110 for the opportunity to be a 2.8 billionaire? We're real. Just take a look at us. Okay. Even if you take your time, let the month go by, look at us, get involved, and just go along with the program. You don't even have to spend anything over $10. You can still get a full coin just by telling people, giving the gift out to people. You give the gift out to so many people, admin will put a full coin into your back office or more. Okay, because the whole point is we've got to get this coin into people's hands. That's the value of our coin. When everybody and anybody in our whole community gives that gift out or sells it to someone, we all get a pay raise. We all make more money. This is not MLM. This is cryptocurrency, okay? And cryptocurrency doesn't compete with anything. Money doesn't compete with anything. With money, I mean. With any other form of money. So the more cryptocurrency, greater. The more currency that's backed by gold, great. Awesome. China's done it. They're getting it done. Russia's already done it. Okay. And countries are moving that way. You just take a look around and you'll realize that what I'm saying is true. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm really sorry about the beginning of this tape. I don't know what was on. I should have checked it sooner than I did, but you know, I will put something down below saying, hey, the first 22 minutes or whatever I find out was audio-less, and tell you to skip forward. But I'm still going to go ahead and publish this and keep it up, because it is important that we talk about these cookie rewards and redeeming them for the next 3 days. Okay. And then talking about the next one. Okay, so thank you so much, all of you. I'm going to let you go. Love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm already scheduled, same time, same place, same channel. All right? Good night.